Hello, fellow card fighters. Blast Ramez. I took a bit of a good break, especially before Team Regionals came up, and now I'm back. Team Regionals wasn't exactly a great big thing for me, but hey, I did what I came to do. My team going around 3 rounds at least before elimination. Wasn't easy to stay in, but it was good to see actually some variety and a lot of different decks. One thing about Team Regional, at least though location wise, was in White Plains, New York that I attended. It was still good location. Wasn't like the team regionals they had the first time they had there when they started the team regionals where they had it down in the basement. When they had it in that basement, it was bad because it was just hot and miserable for a lot of people, and they had a round zero, which became infamous for that. And they have players always hoping every time they do a team regional, even a singles regional, never have a round zero if there's that many attendance, which there was a good amount of attendance. I believe it was over 260 teams, estimating around over 780 players, which is a really good turnout for that tournament. And next thing is the only other problem I have to say the tournament had was the pairings, because pairings started changing a little too many times because they had to repair. The first round was fine, they didn't have to repair. Second round, fine, they didn't have to repair. Third round, they repaired. And as I can say, most people probably thought about it like, well, I probably wouldn't have been eliminated if they didn't do a repair round and put me against these set of people with my team, which it does make a difference because there's a possibility that you had the stronger play against that team before versus the team you played after because of the repair. So that was a very big issue, and you think it wasn't just the third round that had the repair, it was also the fourth round that had repairing just afterwards. So I don't know what was happening. I mean, there was a lot of Bushiroad staff on hand, so the question is what exactly was the issue that was going on. I'm not sure. Hopefully, Bushiroad corrects this come fall regionals, which is something that needs to be done. Otherwise, I think everything else was fine and smooth. I don't know, of course, about any of the other Bushiroad events like, Buddy Fight, because I didn't stick around for that for the next day. But otherwise, everything was fine except for those awkward repairings. Vendor was actually pretty decent. Excuse me. I seen at least enough stuff that I really want to be interested in buying from at a cheaper price than some other online vendors. But then there was some stuff that was like, yeah, that's about right. There's some of the more priced up vendors. Um, Next thing is they are now trying to prohibit selling of singles between other players. So they don't want players on site selling, which is fine in opinion. That's at least be respectful. I mean, they want the vendor there so that way they can help move their product and there's no issue. So in respect, don't sell on the premise. That's something that's good and understandable. But like I said, otherwise everything was fine with the regional except for just that repairing situation, which I still understand what was going on with all the repairing, set repairing and repairing. But we get down to what I'm doing right here, which is I'm about to try to test play the new Enigman support. Because set 7 of Cardfight Vanguard G is now adding new Enigman support, which even though it's few and little, it's good to see that there was Enigman support added. So we're gonna keep the crit trigger at, I want to put 6 crit. I'll actually go 8 crit. 8 crit, 4 stand, and 40. No, 8 crit, 4 draw, 4 heal. So that will keep the deck pretty balanced. Let's see if I got other heal trigger, other Dimensional robot, cosmic hero. Da 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 da. That's Metal Borg. That works. Operator Girl Mika. That's an interesting new card. So let me get you a little more information on some of this Enigma support that just came in. They added new grade 2 and grade 1. So besides having your standard Enigman Ripple, now you have your alternative grade 1 Riot Enigman Squall. Enigman Squall's ability was placed on Vanguard Circle or in Soul, it counts as Enigman Ripple. So that means Enigman Wave will consistently have its ability go off since you're going to be running essentially nearly 8 copies of Enigman Ripple because of that. Alright, 4, that's 8, 9, so that's 12, 14. Nope, that's 16. That's too many. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lower Ripple to 2 because that will make sense to a low. I always can alter that. Next is the grade 2. Let's see, name it. Where is it? Cup. Da, 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 da. Enigman Crescent right here. And Enigman Crescent also has the same ability as Ripple to, Squall to be counted as the alternative. So Crescent counts as Enigman Wave while it's on Vanguard or in Soul. And then when it's placed on rear guard, you can choose one of your Vanguards with Enigma in his name, and it gets added 4K until the end of turn. And there's number of cards. Your damage zone 5. Choose one of your grade 3 rear guards with Enigma in his name. Vanguards with Enigma in his name, and until end turn, it gets automatic when this unit attack hits until the end of the. When this unit attacks until end turn, your opponent cannot call grade 1 or cards to the guard circle. If it was grade 1 or higher, that would have made it really great, but that's still a pretty good ability that it stops your opponent from perfect guarding, meaning they have to force it into a generation guard. So having that many and added with Enigman Cloud, you now have more consistent searching for Enigman units. So you can cycle through the deck and still get Enigman and Enigman into an Enigman. And then with Enigman Squall being this ability of when an attack hits, regardless whether this unit is attacking or not, as long as an attack hits, you can counterblast one and then give one of your Enigman units 4,000 added attack. So that's a pretty good combination there. So you give units outside your Vanguard that are Enigman 4,000 bonus with units that are inside your Vanguard for 4,000 bonus. So that makes it very, very interesting and good way to play. And then if you add some Cosmic Hero support, you can add more consistency. So let's see. I would say go for. Sorry for covering my mouth. I would say go for Enigman Crescent and also for Enigman Night Sky. So that makes 8, 9, 10, 11. We'll test it out like that because you have enough units that are at least not too counterblast heavy, and you're still consistently putting in power boosts where you need to. So, and then of course go 8 of Enigma Tornado and Cyclone. Storm. The only other Enigma support card that will be coming in set 7 is Overlight Giant Enigma Crossray. Now, Crossray is just going to be when his power is 3,000 or more, he gets the ability to give himself another 10,000 power. So he makes himself just huge. If he added some type of other ability of power and crit or give units a stack power boost to the rear guard or front row, I would understand the unit being really good and definitely want to have the unit. So hopefully maybe there's will be extra booster in the future for Dimensional Police that will give Enigman some more support. But I'm gonna end up testing this a little bit before I end up giving good replays. So we'll see how it turns out later. Until next time, this is Blasphemous signing out.